strategize, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Demo or vision, or are you guys all good with that? All right.
That was it. Then.
Awesome. Let's go below my name or on your notes. Let's go left to right. I want you to write 2105. 0.05. 2105.05. Just give yourself about an inch or two of space. Move to the right, left to right, and write 573.55. Yeah, 0.55. Like $573.55. Okay? All right, where the 573.55 or round it or however you want, write Chesapeake, like the day, C-H-E-S as in Sam, K, P as in Paul, E-A, K as in kite, E, Ridge. So Chesapeake, Ridge, sure, S-U-R-E as in Ridge, Ridge. Yes, S as in Sam. Like sure thing, sure as Ridge, and life, L-I-F-E. Now, to make this clear, this is where people get really confused. We didn't do life insurance, okay? You're confused with that. What happened is two reasons. We're using two underwriters. We're using the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas and we're using Chesapeake because all the benefits you guys qualify for when you get money back paid to you. See, Blue Cross cannot pay you money directly. They have to pay doctors. So the money that comes to you directly, you don't want to pay taxes and affect your income. You know, we talked about your income a couple times. You don't want to go to the hospital, get $60,000 because you get a stroke, and now your income shows $85,000, and it messes up your taxes and everything. So as you guys know, for your life insurance underwriters pay benefits tax-free. They're licensed to. When you get those benefits, if you go to the hospital and get $3,000, you don't pay taxes. Okay? So that 573 goes to that underwriter. And the other thing that's nice is if you rich, those benefits that you get, which is the $60,000 for critical illnesses, the hospital, the outpatient, the ER, CAT scan, MRI, EKG, I'll have all those in that. And all the hospital and the accident benefits, excuse me, those are locked in at that point till you're 90 years old before you cancel. So if every year we adjust the insurance or something changes, whatever, $65,000 a year, okay? What we're gonna do is, like we talked about, I'm gonna give you the discount based on 30,000 income, so you don't have to pay anything back. So we're not taking the full discount, we're only gonna pay $1,972. That's what you should get at 30,000, okay? So I'm using 25,000, you're gonna see the documents to get to the upgrade, like we talked about, the 300 deductible, but I'm only giving you the discount based on 30,000, okay? That way you don't have to pay any money back in. And then you hopefully will get some back, okay? You take 2,105.05 minus 1972 below it, that equals 133.05. $133.05. You with me so far? When you add 133.05 and 573.55, that equals 706.60 that I promised you. 706.60. Okay. Now, 573.55 will go on your checking account automatically. The first time, it'll come with a $20 back. Only the first time. And from now until you're 90 or when you cancel, that'll be 573.55 starting February 1st. Then you also, the first one's going to come the next couple of days, maybe Monday, and that'll cover January combined you, okay? That way you can send your documents and everything. So January 1st, you'll pay nothing, okay? Starting February 1st, it'll only be 573.55 a month, okay? $573.55. Then we didn't get to the Blue Cross. So you'll see 573.55 plus 20, or 593.55 come from Chesapeake Shortridge Life. And that is January's premium for that, okay? January 1st, you will not have any money paid. Starting February 1st of every month, you'll see 573.55, okay? Correct. Never will be on that, okay? With me so far? Okay. The 133.05 is going to get to be the same thing, except there's no acme, they work together. So you'll see 133.05 from Blue Cross Blue Shield Kansas, will basically lose the customers pay at 1972, okay? Then, Blue Cross Blue Shield, I'll let you know, we'll be in communication in the next couple of days. If they let me put it in for automatically for February on, great. Some of the companies only let me do the first month. If that's the case, I'll call you and say, hey, in the middle of January, you're going to get February. We're going to make sure you pay it because it's not automatic yet. If you want it to be automatic, you can call that in January once you get that in and set that up for the 130.
I know, I will. Yeah.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone.
You ready? You ready? You ready? I'm ready. Bravo. Ready?
Jones on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Throwing again on second down. Jones, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And he comes back with one complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down.
I'm going back to you. Go, go. Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch what? Watch what? Now.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's catches and touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Why is Joe Mixon white?
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his running back, Mixon. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Hey, go, Rebels, let's go. There you go.
They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10. We ain't giving up nothing today. They've got Mike 10. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones, and an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On first down, Jones. He's got Smith here. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Settle down, though.
Jones now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones going to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And
they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Second and 11. It's brought in by Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets it to Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Jones now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
It's my fault.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He gets it complete to Harris. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 19. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They'll set up a throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
He's so fucking
2
slow.
yards
He
on the
can't move
pickup
for
there.
shit.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Set, ready, 50, play. Hey, Haywood. Hey, 22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. I'm here all day.
From the 31, Jones. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Jones now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Now Jones operating from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cover 1.
22 by 22. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Tight dog. Ready?
Here's Jones to throw again. Now he's forced out left. And now he's going to use his legs. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Oh yeah, covered 2.5.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
What am I doing? I still got lucky.
By
Oh,
Smith.
shit.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Jones now closing in on a 200-yard 1st half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a 1st half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike.
Jones on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Five. Hey, check right. Go. Watch 55. Let's go.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 7
Probably had
seconds
Devontae. I
remaining.
just wasn't looking.
Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
Oh my god, I kind of did.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I FaceTimed her.
Back to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Okay, ready? Hayward, 66. Blow it high. Mike 10, Mike 10. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. We got...
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Returning is Peppers. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go.
No count.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge of the game. You know, we always look at to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Now Jones. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike 22, shoot!
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Flushed out right.
Ooh, why? Standing still.
Pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by one more. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
You really put on shoot clock. I mean, I wouldn't expect it. Catch the fucking ball, man.
That would have been his
Damn,
third
catch the
pick
ball.
in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready? Hey, Wood. So Mike's number 1. It's coming this way. Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah.
And he will take it on
Come on.
for a Giant touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the practice.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch one. Hey, wahoo! Let's get burned. Mike one.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 yards, good for a giant 1st down.
Go! 10 2-star. Hitting the X3. 218. Chopper. Safety creep. Deep grip.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Terry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Rolling to his right.
What the fuck? That is such bullshit, man.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit
I can make that throw.
trying to get it
I
out
can
to
make
his
that throw.
receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So,
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. The open man is Smith. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Go! 60 or. Hey, tight. Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. General West. Bravo. Even. 4 down. Even. Shake it hot. 5.
From the gun, Jones. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Topper! Kill.
2nd and 4. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch twins. Check Greystone. Travel. Hey, Orbit. Now.
Jones to throw.
I'm so
on 3rd
bad.
down.
I'm gonna be so pissed if he scores. No, man. This is
Gain line ahead. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I'm so fucking bad. I'm so fucking
This game's
stupid.
still fairly well in hand, but
Oh,
I think
fucking
now
bad.
you go conservative, don't you?
Should've
Go
so
into your
fucking
shell,
bad.
just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Oh man, this is fucking.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out.
This is a damn long run. Fucking down. Yeah, push on the street, go.
Racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Giants on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
That's such bullshit. That's fucking behind.
First-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
This is such
that is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game.
He's behind. Like, that's fucking
and
stupid.
I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of sad. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh my God, Antonio caught that.
It was an impressive 31-yard
I would be so
gain.
pissed.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. Mike 1, Mike 1. Check Mike, check Mike. So Mike's the relief grip.
Here's Jones on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Hey, go.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Once again, they run with Mixon. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go. Set. And Lobo. All day. I'm coming after you. And go.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass. But understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh,
and that will be incomplete as time has run out.